Kissingen for the off-road trade fair, the largest in the world. And as always, to make a point is that this is a live broadcast, so please don't write anything untoward in the comment section. But it also gives you the opportunity to, first of all, to say, can you film that thing you just walked past right now? And, for example, and to ask questions about van life. So I ask people to actually send me, not to write to me personally, their questions on the subject of van life, but to put them either in the comments section or to use these live broadcasts. Now, today's live broadcasts, hello to Dubai, hello, are being done not at the normal sort of time I was doing live broadcasts from, and there's a very good reason for that, because I'm at this event and I do want to try to show you the entire show as much as possible. Now, the sun's quite bright, and which is good. I'm definitely not complaining that, but it does mean to say that things are a little further away from me, and a little bit further away from me, so what am I saying? A little bit too bright, and I mightn't actually see what you've written. So I'm going to turn the camera around now. There is the camera turned around now, and I am going to make the effort to try and show you this entire event. So the main door is here, the organizer's office is here, there's the buses turning around, because this is around 7 kilometers from the main. There's a campsite that's in town. It's really well located, actually. You've got two really big hypermarkets or supermarkets next to it, and you short walk into the spa area of town, so that's great. But to get here, for example, this is 7 kilometers, so it took me this morning about an hour and 10 minutes to walk here. I walked here because the first buses don't get in until half an hour after it actually starts, so I'd like to get in to sort of do some filming. Anyway, right, having said all that, well, let's have a look at some of the vehicles we've got here. We'll have a look at some of these Tisha pickup vehicles. I still haven't decided what I'm going to call these things. Camping trailer, pickup trailer, and these, although they look quite small on the outside, inside they're pretty well equipped. Now, it might be a bit difficult to sort of get into things because for COVID regulations, and there's queues, so we're not getting anything. And there's a queue, there's a queue down here as well, so we're not getting anything at all down here. This is likely to be the same situation everywhere, and there's an additional problem here is because I and other people have, because it's an off-road show in October and there's mud everywhere, everybody's got dirty shoes, so if you want to sell something you don't want it all dirty inside. Anyway, so you've got this Hilux, or Hilux, because I'm going to call it Hilux because I think that sounds funny, and on the with the Tisha base at the on the top. Now, something like this depends on the setup you get. You're probably looking for about €100,000 by the time you get it here. This is just the vehicle price here, so that's so it's here 48,500, and for the bit of that's. Well, I'm not going to get into anything because there's queues, so you'll have to wait till the video comes out. I have, of course, videoed this somewhere else. Now, here we've got stacks of camping stuff of all sorts, such as these vehicles with a tent on the top. And people who come to something like this are obviously off-road, so they're looking for something a bit more hardcore. And so maybe somebody goes off with a tent like this and they go off to Africa or something, then, well, okay. Oh, here's one here. That is a tent. That's the sort of thing we had when I was in the army. It was put onto something like that. And right, so we've got these large tent units, but there's something here I find particularly interesting, which I'm going to show you right now. We've got this company in Switzerland which does these extensions on the roof. So you've got a Land Rover here, which having slept in the Land Rover many times myself, Now, it's not a huge amount of space in the back, but if you put on a roof like that, and what they've done is it's not like a tent in the roof where it's cloth, but this is proper insulated sandwich construction, and so that'll go up and that'll give you lots of space inside. Now, our Land Rover isn't exactly enormous, of course, but it does make it a lot more comfortable. And let's see if we can have a peek inside. If we can get past the, yeah, that's the peak. I'm sorry, there's not much there. But here we have another vehicle as well, which using the same sort of technology, and but this one's even bigger. And could you show us prices? I can do if I'm close to you. If you want this vehicle here, though, you're looking at 115,000 Swiss francs. Now, the thing about prices is, and I've got to make this very clear, is that prices, when things are built to order, it's very difficult to talk of a price for anything. I can say, for example, they build the unit that goes up like that. Okay, well, say the unit, that's about 22,500, I think is Swiss francs, something like that. And when people want vehicles, then it depends on the way the vehicle is equipped. This is really a really important thing to understand. You know, people often ask me, so particularly you get these big expedition vehicles, well, how much does it cost? And, well, I don't know how much it costs. It depends what you want. It depends what goes in it. So these are really important features. Here's a inside of a vehicle I can show you. Of course, now this thing here we have got, it is off-road unit placed onto a truck, so the flatbed thing. And what they do is they do internal build. So you've got there, for example, got a bed at the top, and the bed will drop down electronically, which are now increasingly more and more people using this type of building construction, and then construct it inside as you want. This thing here looks like a new house build, in my opinion. That's come on a bit further. Now, obviously, people have just been let in, so there's lots of people around. I've got some cars here. Don't know what you can do with Porsche, classic. Seems a bit odd for Porsche to be here. I don't know about these things. I know it's a 911. Maybe that's I don't know anything about. And but there you have expedition vehicles. Now, these expedition vehicles are built to order. So unless it's actually already been done, it's very difficult. Good morning. It's very difficult to actually say anything. There's a sign over there. This one out, it's a minor thing. The sign says with photographs. If you don't want to be photographed or in films, then you've got to say so. which is nice. Anyway, we've got some other stuff here. This RSX from Palmovsky in Bielefeld. Here, campervan. Now, this X-Van 5. Now, these things here, some of their stuff, it looks really good, but there's plenty of complaints about them. So anyway. Right, let's have a look at some more stuff down here. Hello, morning. Right, off the path, which I think is something from Dometic. Right, so there, lovely Mercedes conversion, but here's something. This Mercedes here, 911, I think it is, like the Porsche. Is it 911? This is an Austrian couple. Got this thing here, and they did a world tour for 4.5 years in it. And the thing, of course, was something like, I mean, it looks absolutely wonderful, and it's 46 years old now. And but you imagine you've got something like this, and it's going to break down. And I asked them, so how often does that happen? He said, it happens everywhere. And you might try to see it breaks down in the middle of nowhere. And you've got to work out how to fix it yourself. And but all the same, I mean, a really wonderful conversion, and that to me is the sort of thing that I would like to think that one day I could do, but probably won't. One thing that's happened to me as a result of this is it really has sort of made me more keen on the idea of doing this off-roading. Obviously, I don't mean off-roading, just driving around the track, as I showed you yesterday in the broadcast, but actually going, you know, somewhere like Mongolia or whatever. Anyway, I don't know if I'd have the courage, to be quite honest. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'll take you, I'm going to do this in parts, I don't want to, and I'll take you down something like this, and then I'll come back in a couple of hours' time and do some more. Now, one of the things, of course, is talking about things breaking down. Obviously, you want some pretty good equipment, and this thing here, Master Volt. It's got an electric supplier who does all sorts of stuff, which it's noted for its quality, sort of lithium batteries, battery chargers, and things of this nature. Also, another thing is suspension kits, and that is of particular use. All right. If there's any problems with the internet, please do mention it. Right, in view of the fact there's lots of people coming down here, I shall call it a day. Not a day. I shall be back in a short. I see there's problems with the internet, so I'll leave it. As I was saying, I'll leave it at this for the moment. I'll come back later. Anyway, so to end, I'll just have a quick look inside this vehicle here. Hey, Stargate, hello. Yeah, well, it's inside of this one here, and we'll walk around the side to have a look at it, because it looks quite good, and that, I think, is a good place to sort of end the first. There we go. The outside's better, yeah. Yes, no, I think I'll stick with outside, Chris. All right, look, I'm going to end this live broadcast for the moment. I shall be back a bit later to do a second one. So thanks for watching, for those of you who are here, and all the best, and I'll be back in a couple of hours or an hour's time or whatever. Okay, bye.